Hello everybody, welcome back to LilyLuLou. If you're new here, my name's Karen, or if it's just been a long time, I'm back. I'm the Junk Journal Geek. A very warm welcome to you, whether you are returning or if you are visiting for the first time. So I've got my camera in a different place again today. I'm still playing around with this setup, trying to see what works best. And as you can see, I've got lots of rubbish on my desk. So what I want to do today, I haven't been crafting again for about a week, and I keep looking at my journal that I'm working on, the baby girl journal, and I sort of don't know where to start. So I'm going to take inspiration from Claire at Purple Poppy, and she runs a sort of a series called the Monthly Journal, and each month she works on one journal. She's done 2 so far, and October is, where are we? Yeah, we are in October. October's the 3rd one, and it started on the Friday just gone, Friday the 6th. So I'm going to join in with her and make the same journal as she's making. So I'm going to make a start on that today, because I thought I don't have to think too much then, I'm just doing as I've been told. Now, Claire is calling it a freebie journal, and I will link to her video in the description below. Oh, one of these cards has got stuck under my tripod and I can't get it out. So it's not a freebie as in, you know, freebie digis. It's freebie as in what you've got lying around the house, basically. We're not going to go out and buy anything especially for this journal. That's how I've interpreted it. I hope that's right, Claire, if you're watching. So the first thing that we need to do is find a card for the cover. So I'm just going to flick through these while I'm talking. I always keep all my birthday cards and Christmas cards and any other cards that we get. So I'm hoping, I mean, I love that. That's going to be a possibility. We obviously want one that's got a picture on with not too much writing. And it can be any size. And if it's got something like this on, you can either leave that on or chop it down. This probably wouldn't work particularly well. Our 25th wedding anniversary was 4 years ago. No, can't be that long. I'll think about it in a minute. A couple of years ago anyway. So I just went down to the garage, and I've got a drawer in my unit that used to live under my desk. I love that. With all my old cards in that I keep. So I've just went and grabbed everything out of there. Oh. I think I've just bought that birthday card again. That's fun, isn't it? It's a purse-shaped card. Yeah, so I always think, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted, I'm looking through these. I always think Christmas cards, it would be brilliant to cut them down and use them as a cover for like a notebook to keep Christmassy notes in. Oh, I know somebody who'd like that. So, yes, let's not get distracted. Let's find a card that we're going to use. So the card that we use, as I say, is going to be for the cover. In fact, I'm not going to look through anymore because I'll end up with loads here and we'll spend time. So anyway, the first thing you need is all your old greetings cards. We need some cardboard, and Claire used the back of a 12 by 12 pad, and I also had one of those. So obviously these things have all been bought, but they haven't been bought for this. They're things that people would discard usually, so we're going to make use of them. And the other thing that Claire used was packaging paper. Now you know I love a little bit of packaging paper, so I've got a whole heap of packaging paper there, so I'm actually going to just pop that on the settee next to me right now, and then we'll sort out what we need in a minute. That, I feel, has got to be used for something, but I don't think it's right for what we're doing today. So I am going to keep that out and keep it to one side. I think that would be quite a nice cover. Obviously that would be lovely because it's all butterflies and it's got buttons on. You know I love to stick my butterflies on with buttons, so that might be a contender. And then I've got this, which I absolutely love. But would I want to cut, you know, to cut the birthday off? I'd be chopping their heads off. But I suppose you could stick something over the top and cover it. But I might save that for another journal cover, actually. So now we're down to one of these two. And I think I like this one because it's a bigger size, but I like this one because it's I'm going to use the butterflies today, and as I say, I don't really know how this is going to turn out because Claire's only done the first week so far, so who knows how it's going to end up. But she said it was going to be, she was doing a flippy, flappy, concertina style journal with a spine, which, as she said, people don't usually do. So it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. Now, Claire used 3 pieces of this card. Let me just think, am I going to cut the birthday wishes off? Max, get down. Max thinks because I'm talking to someone, he can be cheeky and jump up on the sofa to look out the window, which he knows he's not allowed to do. Right, so I'm just deciding whether to chop off the birthday wishes or whether to leave it on and maybe cover it up with something else later. And I think I might do that because I'm going to be cutting some of the butterflies off if I go right down below the Y. If I leave the butterflies intact, I've got to cover up that little loopy bit of the Y anyway. I don't know if you can see that on camera because it's silver. Although if I do that, I'm more likely to get 3 pieces of, maybe let's have a go and see if I can do that. So I'm not going to attempt to cut that in a straight line. I do have my guillotine next to me actually. I'll try not to knock you. I've got you in a different place to usual, as I say. Can I see what I'm doing? Yeah, I can. You probably can't. Right, I'm going to chomp it about there. Hope I'm not jogging you. I don't know how Claire comes up with all these ideas. She always has brilliant ideas of things to do. Right, so that's the size that we want. 1, 2. Oh yes, I should get 3 out of there. Actually, let's use this side because it's a bit, the other side's a bit raggedy. We probably will have to tidy it up, but let's at least attempt. Max, what have you got? Max wants to do a bit of collage. No. The pieces of paper on the floor are not for you. So how are you all? I hope you're all happy and safe and well. it's been very hectic here. It was my youngest daughter's birthday this week. I don't have any of her cards here. I haven't stolen those. But that meant my little crafting desk was taken up with birthday presents and things. And obviously we've been busy doing things, and we've had people here and what have you, so I've not had any crafty time this week, and I had to bake, of course. I'm just thinking, I know Claire cut, oh, I know what she did. I was just thinking, I can't remember what she did with the pieces of card when she cut them, but I can remember. So let me see if I can cut these on here. I hope this is not jogging you too much. Yeah, so we've had a birthday this week, and it's not the first. This time of the year is really busy for us. September is my birthday, then October is my youngest daughter's birthday, November is my eldest daughter's birthday, and December, the week before Christmas, is my middle daughter's birthday. Also in November is my mum's 80th birthday, and the next day is my youngest grandson's 2nd birthday. Beginning of December is our wedding anniversary. And there's a new baby coming in the family in the middle of all that. I think that will probably be after Christmas, possibly in the new year. Not 100% sure. Babies come when they're ready, don't they? And then January is my granddaughter's birthday. So it goes a bit manic from when everyone else's children go back to school until the end of January. Our family's a bit mad. So, and then we have February off, although it's my mother-in-law's birthday and my sister-in-law's birthday in February. Then it's hubby's birthday in March and my daughter's fiance's birthday in March. So it all starts again then. Hang on, I want to stick the two white sides together, don't I? So yeah, mad time of the year for us, with Christmas thrown into the mix as well. So I suspect my crafting time is going to be affected, but there doesn't seem to be anything new there, does there? Right, so all I did was stick 2 of those pieces of card together, and I know they're not exactly the same, but I'm going to tidy them up in a minute. And then Claire put another piece in between to make this nice and sturdy. So let's do that. And this card is from my lovely cousin on the Isle of Wight. So if you're watching, Sue, thank you. She's the lady I made the fairy journal for, and I'll try and remember to link that below in case you would like to watch it. So this is going to be our cover. This is the front, this is the back. We're going to make a spine out of paper. That's what Claire did, and Claire said we don't need to worry about that because we're going to decorate over it. Now I don't know how much of this journal Claire's going to do off camera and what stage she'll be at, obviously when she puts the next episode up next Friday, but I'm hoping that I will be able to keep up enough, you know, to sort of carry on working along with Claire. So I'm trimming these, but I think they're going to need to go under the chopper because let's do the front one first, get that how we want it, and then match the back one up. So I think it just needs literally a sliver off of each side. I hope that's not jogging the table too much. Oh, it is, isn't it? Sorry. Right. So let's see. If I can tidy this up. Right, I think that should be okay. So now, I've just realised Claire put her binding in between those two layers, the spine. Oh, I wonder if I can fit that in there. Oh yeah, should be able to. Right, so we need to make a spine to join these two, to join the front and the back together. So I'm not sure how big a spine we're going to need. That is a 1-inch spine. Bearing in mind when I do my big 4 signature journals, hardcover journals, I usually make a 2-inch spine. This is much smaller, so do I think a 1-inch spine is going to be enough? I think so. So let's just take a piece of this off. And we need it to be that high. So that's the right height. So now let's just give it a straight edge on the other side. see if I can get that back in there. Ha-ha. So that's on that side. Put a bit of glue on that side, and now let's try and get this all straight. Oops, she says as she moves it. Straight-ish. See, I didn't tear my paper as straight as I thought I had, but hopefully this will work. So and obviously if we're going to be covering that, that will hide that piece of paper there. Let's just try and trim this off. Right, so that was that part, and then the last bit was making some pages for the back here. So I need a large-ish piece of paper, so I'm just rummaging. It's a bit tatty. I'm making a real mess here. I'm just throwing everything on the sofa. It'll probably take me 2 hours to clear up afterwards. It is handy having the sofa look right next to it. And not only a sofa, a 4-seater. Plenty of room for chucking stuff. So, I think Claire must have had a nice tidy piece of paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold up this edge so that I've got a straight edge to start working with. And I should be able to tidy the rest up once we've folded this how we want it. At least I'll have one straight edge. So now I've got to try and remember how Claire folded this. It was concertina style, that's right. So I want to fold that piece there. I'm going to fold that piece there, and then we're going to go back on ourselves. So like a concertina. So this is my edge that I just tore, which is hopefully straight. Now, because this is packaging paper, there's obviously, not only is it there no straight edges, but I've got tears in it as well, but I'm hoping that we will be able to rectify that as we go along. So now we're folding back again, and because this is not, you know, this paper doesn't have straight edges, this bit's going to be wonky. I'm just going to chop them off once I've folded. And it is a junk journal at the end of the day, you know, it's not going to be perfect. We're just trying to make it as neat as possible. Now, I'm obviously going to have sort of a half a sheet there that's not really usable, so because it's too raggedy, so I'm going to have to do something about that. That one's not straight at all. I don't think I need to obsess that much about it. So that is going to be stuck down. This back part is going to be stuck down. Have I still folded it too wide? Oh no, that should be all right. And then this is going to be folded up here. Oops, that's not straight, is it? So I'm going to try to tear off some of these pieces. So I know this is not 100% straight, but I'm not worrying about it. It is what it is. It is packaging paper. We are making this from proper junk. It's a proper junk journal. Now, I can't remember if Claire folded it up first or concertinaed it first, but if that back piece there is stuck in, then this is going to come down, and then this is going to fold out, but obviously I've got to sort that edge out. What I might actually do is just take that this last section off. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, doing the same thing, but obviously using different things because we all have different stuff lying around the house. How different or the same they're going to end up looking. So let's try this again. This back piece is going to be stuck on the back cover, and then which way we're going to go? We have to go down and then out, and we have all those different pages. So that is what I'm going to do. Before I stick that back piece down, so we've got pages, pages, pages. I think I need to fold this differently. I'm wondering if I should just bear with me a moment. I'm going to have a play around with this and see if it works better a different way. Just bear with me. Right, I'm back again. I had to go and check how this was supposed to fold, and I'm glad I did, because that reminded me that I was supposed to cover the back cover before I stuck this down. So keeping with the theme of, you know, things that I did have a rummage on my desk, things that we haven't had to go out and buy. I've got these, this is the tissue paper that our toilet rolls come wrapped in, and it's so pretty, I always save it. So I thought one of these would be good for the back of here. So just seeing if I have a piece that's wide enough to go to fold over. That bit should be okay. So I'm going to tear a piece off of here. Save that for something else. So don't want that bit on that side. Just trying to work out. Hopefully that will be enough. So I'm just covering the outside back cover before we attach that little signature that we made. And I did refold it a different way. The concertina bit at the beginning is the same, but I'll show you what I had to do in a sec. There wasn't quite enough of this really to fold over, but just everything's falling down. Bubble in there. Let's give the corners a bit of a miter. Ideally, this piece of paper should have been slightly bigger, but you know, to give us a bit more to turn over at the edge. but that's what we've got, so that's what we're working with. Just need to tuck that corner in slightly, make it a little bit neater. Right, so that's our cover. Let's just put that glue out of the way so you can see. It doesn't want to stand up. That's our cover. So we've got our front, inside and back. And obviously I will stick something over there just to cover that bit of blue up, probably a butterfly. So this piece of paper, this bit's concertina as it was. I've just turned it up the other way so that when it's open, it opens that way rather than out of the book. And then all I have done there is what Claire did. I folded up and back and up. So it's the other way round to what I had in place originally. So now I think what I'm going to do actually, because this wasn't quite long enough, it's not going to cover all of that. You're going to slightly see those edges once I've stuck my signature in. I'm just going to pop a little bit on this side as well. So just to, you know, make it look a bit more finished. Sorry, I've gone quiet, haven't I? I forgot I was filming there for a minute. I'm very surprised how quiet his lordship has been today. Long may it continue. I'll slide that over a little bit just to make sure the edge is covered as well. So, oh, it's a bit sticky still. Hopefully that will be okay. And then, and I've marked on here front, top, right, so I know that's my front, and that's the way around I need my signature to be. So now I can stick that in. And then I think, oh no, I was going to say I think I'm up to where Claire got to then, but no, I believe she covered the inside front cover as well, so maybe we'll do that. And then we should be at the same stopping point. So you can go over and watch Claire's video. So this comes down, this comes down. If we pull the whole thing down, can't get it all on camera, this opens this way and then that opens that way. So we've got all those pages to play with, all that space. Oh, I think I'm running out of glue stick. Where wonder if I've got another one somewhere. I'm sure I have. Just a matter of where is it. Having moved everything round to use this table, I don't know anything else. I'm just reinforcing these creases now. I know I've done it the right way. Just burnishing it all so that the paper knows which way it's supposed to be folding in case it forgets. So that's in there like that. So now, do we want the same sort of paper inside? It's a bit see-through. We might have to stick something on there. We'll see how it looks when the glue's dried. I don't want to do white because obviously you're going to see that made with love through there. Although that's actually quite nice, isn't it? Because our journals are made with love. I've probably got another blue somewhere. But is there yellow on there? Not really, is there? Shows through there. It's a bit too see-through. If it's not going to show, I don't want it, you know, showing by accident. I'm just rummaging through what I've got on the desk in front of me here. I've got my book of Elijah here. I could use some of this, or I've got my little old dictionary, but I think these pages are too, I think these will be too see-through as well, and nowhere near big enough, so we'll leave that. Have I got anything in here that I've already loosened? Doesn't look like I have. Can I just tear that out? Oh, that should be all right. So I'm going to have some edging on there, because if I just wanted to use the actual printed piece, it doesn't come quite to where we need it to be. So try and use up the last of the glue stick. I'm going to go over here to enclose that spine piece that we made. So I'm going to the edge of the actual cover piece. I'm going to go up a little bit, a little bit more. Trying to get it straight-ish. Quiet, Max. Spoke too soon, didn't I? And I'm just going to take these edges off. Take off the excess at the bottom. we have the beginnings of a little book. So that's our front cover. That's our inside of our front cover. These are our pages. And there's our back cover. What do you think of that? Still doesn't want to stand up properly. So there we are. I'm at the same point now, I believe, as when Claire finished this week's video, or last week's video. I will link that video in the description below so you can go over and watch what Claire did. She's a bit more straightforward with it than I was. But there we go, that's what we've done so far. So thank you for joining me. I hope you found this interesting. And I'll be back again, I don't know when, with another video. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and enjoy your own crafty time. Bye.